Well, hello. Welcome back to Tactical Tuesday with Johnny Tiger. You may be wondering, why are we setting up more like Toy Thursday today? There is a reason for that. But first, Happy New Year, everybody, once again. This is January 5th, 2021. Today, I want to show you guys a concept that will hopefully enhance your punching power by two or three folds if you learn to use it. It is not a new concept, but it is very unconventional. Human beings have been kicking around on this planet for 20, 30,000 years. I think anything we know how to hurt each other by hands or weapons we found long ago. So almost nothing we do today is completely new or original. But this is a lesser used concept that a lot of people will not teach you, a lot of people will not know. But it's pure common sense once you start to think about it. The concept, the principle is called the anvil. The anvil, yeah, like the anvil that the blacksmith beat their metal on. Anvil. So what is the anvil? Let me show you guys by example. I hope you guys can see this. This is a big paper bag from Uber Eats, I think. Doesn't matter where it's from. The big paper bag that is going to be our victim today. Now, if you guys can't see this somehow, for some reason, please let me know in the comments and we can address that in a future episode. But this is a little bit shoddy, but this is what it looks like. If this is this is not a paper bag, if this was a person, and when I'm fighting this person, I throw a straight punch, what happened? Well, it moved the bag. It twisted around and bounced it off the counter. But what didn't happen was the bag didn't really get damaged in any noticeable way. Maybe crinkled up a little bit. But let's do that again. Let's say this is a person and I throw a straight punch. Again, all that does is push the bag back. Okay? If I throw an uppercut, what does that do? That lifts the bag off the counter. It makes the bag jump. But again, it doesn't have any real notable effect on the target. However, if I direct my punch in a slightly downward angle, if I aim for Mother Earth, if I aim for the ground, in other words, see what's happened to the bag then. It stayed in place and it got dented in. Okay, bump this up. Let's watch that again. Okay, if I hit it straight, pow, doesn't do anything. It just moved. I hit an uppercut, pow, it just jumped. If I give my punch that slightly downward angle, it gets squished. That is the concept of the anvil. When you throw a punch at a target, unless that person has their back to the wall, in which case, as far as self-defense goes, you really have no business throwing a punch at a person if their back is already to the wall. That's not self-defense. That's bullying. Okay, don't do that. Unless that person's back is to the wall, when you throw a punch, the person's actually receiving the amount of impact only as much as they can stand their ground. What does that mean? Let's say you throw a punch that is 200 pounds, okay? But the person start to move back at 50 pounds. Then that's all they got. They only got 50 pounds, maybe 70 pounds of your force. You just wasted like over 100 pounds of force punching them. Because the moment they move back, your force is gone. You punch someone in the hand, let's say I punch my own hand, okay? If I tense up and really don't let my hand move, boom, ow, that hurts a lot, right? Because my hand just took the full force of that punch I threw in there. But if I relax my hand and let it move, doesn't hurt at all. Because as soon as it feels the impact, it starts to drift backward because there's nothing behind it. Okay, there's no anvil. It is the same with the human body, with the human head, with a paper bag. With nothing behind it, the moment I make impact, the moment it starts to move, it dumps a lot of my force. I waste a lot of energy. Okay? So, the idea of the anvil is that we want to make sure that there's something between our hand and whatever is behind. Like we want to make sure that there's something on the other side of the target. We want to make sure the target can't go anywhere. This is why we do the punching down motion. Because if we punch up, okay, if we punch up, eventually that person is going to get lifted up of their feet. Like this paper bag, if I punch it in an uppercut, it will go up because there's nothing up there to block it. If I punch it straight, it go back. Nothing back behind it to block it. But if I punch down, then it will squish right against the counter. My hand is the hammer, the counter is the anvil. And I want to squish the target between my hand and the anvil. That is the principle. So I don't have a partner here, and we really don't like to demonstrate this on real people because it actually hurts a lot. Okay, the first time my own sensei demonstrated this on me, I couldn't believe how much this hurt. Just a regular power punch directed downward. I felt that from where he hit me, right in the belly, all the way to my tailbone, and it traveled down my leg. Rather than normally, if he hit me in the belly, my body will rock back a little bit and I can take a lot more. I can take like 10, 20, 30 punches, no problem. If he directs his punch down like that, no, nay, not going to stand there and take too many of that. Okay? So, the anvil, make sure that you have something on the other side of your target. If there's no wall behind them, then direct your force downward because everything is on this earth, is on the ground. So there's always going to be an immovable, unmovable object beneath them. If you hit them direct, you know they can go back. If you hit them from beneath, you know they can jump up. But if you hit them downward, there's nowhere for them to go. The earth is right there. Okay? Use the earth as your anvil and your hand as the hammer. Like that. Okay? Thank you for checking out today's Tactical Tuesday. We'll be back again tomorrow for Wisdom Wednesday. For now, have a good night.